Hey guys, Cruisnick back with more Final Fantasy XIV goodness. Alongside me is Lord Fyrax.
Hey.
And when we last left off, we had just defeated the Lord of Levin. We went through a gut-wrenching explanation about how frickin' life and death in Eorzea works. And we might have a plan to finally beat the Ascians. But we'll get to more of that later. We are going to be continuing the storyline right now, and we're going to finish up patch 2.3, aka Defenders of Eorzea, so we can get on to other shit. Because I'm already hearing talk about Final Coil of Bahamut, and it's like everybody wants to do it, and I'm getting sick of listening to it. Of course, I'm a little bit edgy today, it being the 4th of July, and I have not relaxed at all, so these live streams have kind of been like my relaxation of the day. And I've got to work tomorrow, so it's like, ugh. Anyways, let's continue the storyline. Now the matter of Ramuh has, for the present, been put to rest. There is something I would show you, Bayan. It is a letter of thanks signed by the leaders of the Eorzean Alliance, acknowledging the Scion's tireless service to the realm. It mentions, in particular, the names of all the defeated primals: Ifrit, Titan, Garuda, Good King Mughal XII, Leviathan, and now Ramuh. Needless to say, there is only one among our number to have faced them all. And though these words of gratitude were expressed to address to our order as a whole, I feel that they were meant for you above all others. I too must offer my heartfelt thanks for all that you have done. In the course of your duties, you have never once failed to answer my call to arms. You are a true hero, Bayan, and Eorzea is that much the safer for your presence. Pray, do not misunderstand me. I said safer, not safe. I know only too well that we can ill afford to lower our guard. The Ascians may be relied upon to sow chaos in this realm until such time as they are forced to stop. Why, even without their encouragement, you may be assured that man would foment and strife on his own. And that is to say nothing of the beast tribes. Unless we learn to live in harmony, the primals too will return to plague us again and again and again. And yet, despite of all this, your deeds serve to inspire the people, to give them hope for a better tomorrow, and there is no greater gift. That we have the courage to strive for what might otherwise seem an impossible peace, we owe in no small part to the dangers you have faced on our behalf, and the people you have won over to our cause in so doing. Our list of enemies has ever been long, but think of the allies with whom we are now blessed. Of the selves of Little Solace, who wish not of conflict. Of Alice, who strives to unearth the terrible secrets of the calamity. And then there is Sid and the Fellowship of Noah, racing to unlock the mysteries of ancient Alag, that we might be spared the horror of another Ultima weapon. Of course, when speaking of our greatest allies, we must not forget those closest to us, by which I mean your fellow Scions. Thanks to their many and varied talents, our order is uniquely equipped to combat the far-reaching corruption of the Ascians, and combat it we shall. Your enthusiasm is truly heartwarming, Antecedent. Given our embarrassing wealth of allies, I trust it will not inconvenience you unduly if I absent myself for a time. Yeah, I used the wrong voice as usual. Alphinaud, I take it the troubles in Ul'dah no longer require your attention? There are yet some rumblings of discontent, but the air of simmering violence is largely dissipated. 'Tis to report that I stand before you now. That, and to speak with you concerning the new organization we discussed. I have a message from you from Ellie. You recalled the refugee girl? The one whose parents were missing? They were found unharmed. She wished me to pass on her thanks to you. Why, Alphinaud, am I to understand that you made the effort to remember the poor girl's name? I look forward to reading all about her in your report. I do hope you left nothing out.
And Minfilia the Ballbuster.
Bayan, you have been away from Revenant's Toll for some time now. I believe...
Sorry, I phrased that wrong.
Might I suggest that you put the affairs of the realm to one side for the moment and take this opportunity to reacquaint yourself with the town? Which reminds me, Slafmon but recently inquired as to your whereabouts. I believe he has some small matter he wishes to discuss with you. Why not oblige him with a visit?
Oh great, we gotta deal with Slafborn now. Need some more chips. Alright, let's see what Slafborn has to say. Oh, I see my fine adventurer friend has returned, the dust of the road yet clinging to his boots. Do the Scions have no work for you this day, Bayan? The Intesa didn't send you my way, did she? Well, it is not urgent, but I could certainly do with your help. You see, Revenant's Toll has become something of a favored destination for adventurers. Part of that is due to the town's growing fame, but a goodly number of green heroes-to-be have come here to follow in your footsteps. And when I say green, I mean fresh out of the ground, don't know one end of the sword from the other green. I've done what I can, but what they really need is a good talking to from someone they respect. An adventurer who has done it all. Aye, Bayan, that would be you. And naturally, the one lass who would most benefit from your wisdom is nowhere to be seen. She was off to slay Happilites and was due back some time ago. Likely got herself in over her head, as usual. Now that I think on it, this may be the perfect opportunity for you to treat her to a demonstration of your skills. I'd consider it a personal favor if you would head out to the Singing Shards and show that amateur how it's done. It's always me.
Are the heroes, so.
Yep. It's a good thing I'm so high in level, otherwise I wouldn't do this shit. I mean, what am I? Only 52. And almost halfway to 53.
Nice.
It's a shame we won't be using Paladin much in frickin' Heaven's Ward. Okay, where is this bitch? There she is. I'm probably not going to pursue much of my relic anymore, seeing as how I'm not going to be using it later.
Damn near pissed myself back there. I was hoping to find myself a little one, but the fates went and threw the meanest bugger in all of Mordona at me. Typical. Hold up. You're Bayan, ain't ye? The Bayan? 7 hells! You're flippin' famous! And you're twice as tough as they said you were. Her and all. Bugger me. I can't believe I'm talking to the man himself. Oh, now you got me on and see me at me worst. 'Twas me bleedin' pet's fault. I tell ye, doesn't listen to a damn thing I say. That and the fact that none of me so-called mates offered to help me. When I told them I was off to get some happilies, most of them gave me a confused, huh? Or, like I was talking out to me arse. You, don't agree though, right? Gods, no, not you too! That's the final bleeding straw, that is! I was hoping you and about people would understand. I mean, you ain't adventuring if you don't take a few risks, right? Alright, maybe I am a bit out of me depth here. I'll be more careful, I promise.
She better be more careful. I ain't doing rescue missions. Ah, Bayan, you have my thanks. Now, last I sent you out to instruct, trudged back down into town looking properly chastised. I thought a lesson from you might pierce that obstinate skull of hers. Nothing I said seemed to work. Truth be told, she seemed more inclined to listen to the rustling of my beard than anything which came out of my mouth. Ahem. But now that you have demonstrated the skill she yet lacks, it will not be long before her addle-pated peers hear the tale. They will soon realize that one does not become a hero in a day. It requires dedication and perseverance, and learning from each task you undertake. There are no shortcuts, eh, Bayan? Alright, let's continue. Gods, would you look at all those people? Seems they're carting in the adventurers by the wagon load. And more than a few are eager to rap on the Scion's door. I wonder if this constant flow of aspiring heroes is what has Tataru looking so perturbed. Might be she could use a friendly ear, Oh, great. I gotta do a female Lalafell voice.
This should be fun.
Oh, please. I had Darkfire last night, freaking busting my balls about it. Of course, I was doing Momody's voice back then. Alright, here we go. Sorry, went down the wrong windpipe. Chip went down the wrong pipe. What's that?
Find that funny? I said I'm terrible. Go on.
Okay. Alright, I think I have it now.
Alright. Hello, Bayan. What might I... Oh? Surfborn said I thought I could use a friend, did he? What a sweet man. Though I did not think my fretting so obvious. Well, I suppose there's no sense in hiding it now. 'Tis time to reveal my little secret.
Oh, gods, no.
It quite suits me, don't you think? But 'tis not simply for show. I've been learning the mining trade. Why, might you ask? Ah, therein lies the source of my dour demeanor. Ever since we relocated to the Rising Stones, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have stepped out from behind the curtain, so to speak. Our victories over the Empire have granted us a certain degree of fame, and many budding adventurers have traveled from afar with the intention of joining our ranks. And while I welcome each new member that takes up our cause, we have too little coin! As I'm sure you are aware, we are a strictly neutral organization, and ensuring that neutrality means limiting the funds we accept from outside sources. The Scions do receive various means of support from the three major nations, and the Level-Year twins were quite generous with their families' coffers. Yet this modest income cannot keep pace with our day-to-day expenses. There is also the sundry donated material, of course. Those are delivered to the Adventurers Guild and swiftly allocated to the expansion of Renovan's Toll. While I'll cheerfully leave the toppling of primals to you, 'tis my duty to balance the books and fight the demons of debt. On my honor as receptionist, I will raise the necessary coin with my own two hands. I even paid for the sturdy mining attire out of my own purse. Which makes it doubly aggravating that my custom-made sledgehammer has yet to arrive. I scrimmed and saved especially for that tool. Bayan, would you help me see the Scions survive this fiscal disaster? Then I would ask you to travel to the Blacksmiths Guild in Salamanca and demand they hand over my commission at once. Oh, and regarding your travel expenses, I'll have to check our available funds. Once you have my sledgehammer, leave it with Philomene. I shall be out digging up riches to the best I can with the equipment I have.
I can't pronounce shit today. Just try saying crystal clusters 5 times fast in a female voice.
Crystal clusters, here I come.
And I've got to take this goddamn call because God forbid people leave me alone. Hello? Yeah, give me a sec. Bye. God damn it, it's like everybody's gonna fucking bother me today. It's not enough that I fucking run around and bend over backwards for half of them. It's like, God's forbid.
Family?
Unfortunately.
Tongue-tied tonight.
And aggravated too. Cat's stalking my live stream again, and I'm gonna have to leave in a second to... You know, I will be right back. And I'm not stopping the goddamn live stream. God forbid people fucking leave me alone.
Alright, let's hurry up and finish this goddamn storyline before I frickin' start. Before I have to frickin' kill myself.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah, I'm back.
Yes.
Alright. And Cat's stalking me as usual. Alright. Let's go and fucking do this before I put a bullet to my brain. Oh yeah, the blacksmith guild is over here. What can I do for you, lad? If you're looking to sign up, Randwolf over there will run you through the initiation. Eh? You hear about the commission? Something went delivered. Now that is passing strange. Unless 'twere an ale-induced dream, I'm very certain Mr. Sataru's tool was shipped off days ago. I'm not like to forget the fortune of a sledge what needed flowers engraved in the head. Could be the porter met with misfortune on the road. If the blokes we employ are in town, and then you'd find him south of the Octant, on one of them empty landings. Seeing as we've heard not one way or the other, though, I'd be of a mind to cast some doubt on the whole operation. Ugh, what an upsetting business. I might need a pint or two to put it all behind me. Okay, where the fuck am I going? To the lower decks again. Okay, the Octant is that way. If only we could let our frickin'... If only we could mount up in cities, but that shit ain't happening anytime soon.
That would be cool.
It'd make travel a bit easier, but... Bugger off, I've work to do. Yeah, well, I'm casting some doubt on that. What? A delivery from the Smithies to Modona. How the bloody hell should I know? I just haul the crates. Hang on a moment. You said Modona, eh? Me mate was meant to see the shipment up to Revenant's Toll a while back, but took ill just before he was due to leave. Not to worry, I said. I'll take it there in me very own... bugger it. Well, we got bleeding busy, didn't we? And I figured someone come looking if their precious package didn't arrive any road. And here you are. The crate you want is back there someplace, marked and all. You can grab it for your own damn self. I added that damn part. There it is. Make me have to fucking look for it. Alright, let's head back to Mordona. Maybe I should... And we're off.
Greetings, Bayan. Tataru made mention of a missing delivery. Were you able to coax her commission from the Blacksmith's Guild? Wonderful. I shall keep it here with me until Tataru returns from her mining expedition. She is not one to approach matters by half, is she? The Rising Stones couldn't ask for a more able administrator. Still, I am somewhat worried for her well-being. I realize Tataru means to mine and not more, but even the outskirts of Revenant's Toll are not free of prowling dangers. Would you mind tracking down our industrious Lalithel and see that she has not come to harm? As far as I'm aware, Tataru, who intended to start her digging from in the hills near the Tangle, you may have to call her out to attract her attention.
Oh, God. I cannot believe she went there.
I know. Took me forever to mine in Mordona.
Yeah, but if Tataru frickin' ends up there, let's just say... So I really highly doubt that half of the time she spent in the frickin' Waking Sands was spent in accounting.
Fair enough.
Until, like, frickin'... Oh. I just fucking passed her. Now, in the same mode, Tataru. There we go. And I am not singing, especially not in a female Alphinaud voice.
Aww.
Nope, not fucking happening. And look at that, a marble right behind her, and she's not paying attention any.
Phew! I think I'll call it a day. I'll make much better progress once Bayan brings back my sledgehammer. Yes, I might even make enough money to indulge a little. Blood currant tots for morning tea every single day. Was that someone calling my name?
Oh, come on, sing for your fans.
Fuck off! I'm in no mood to sing today. And now she notices the fucking marble behind her. She's just lucky I'm fucking nearby. Run, you little shite!
Trials of the tank.
Yeah, I've got damage down, but that won't mean shit because I'm fucking level 52. And good night, Irene.
Grade 12 above! I thought I'd even eaten my last currant tot for a moment there. Thank you ever so much. I believe 'tis past time I return to the Rising Stones.
You think?
Rising.
No, it's Rising Stones. But seriously, it took her like 15 seconds to notice that goddamn marble behind her.
I think it's his foul breath he had noticed almost immediately.
Well, I know it hit me for frickin' damage. And a wide range of frickin' debuffs. But I got over that.
Bayan, I must thank you again. I received my commission from Philomene. The floral engraved making is absolutely perfect. After nearly becoming dinner for a Morbo, though, I'm not so eager to head back out into the field. In any case, no more solo mining trips for me. I shall be sure to drag along one or two handy adventurer types to serve as bodyguards. I suppose I'll have to pay them, though. Well, no matter. That simply means I'll need to dig twice as hard.
Alright, what's next?
You've been an immeasurable help as always, Bayan, but could you perhaps spare a little more of your time? To put the matter simply, the Doman children have been chattering about you endlessly. 'Twould mean the world to them to see their hero again.
Oh, great. The kids.
Look! It's Mr. Bayan! He's back from his adventures! We heard you were all fighting primals, and that there were some of the strongest enemies you could ever face. I wish I could have seen you in battle. Anyway, we all want to be heroes too, so we finally formed our very own Doman Adventurers Guild to protect all the Domans. Oh, do you think you could train us someday, Mr. Bayan? Maybe you could show us how you fought the primals.
What's all this commotion then?
Mr. Balder and Mr. Coltonet.
I cannot pronounce frickin' Ellison names for shit.
Mr. Balder and Mr. Coltonet. Did you know that Mr. Bayan is back?
So it would seem. Welcome home, Bayan. My companion and I but recently became full members of the Scions, and I believe proper introductions have yet to be made. I am known as Hoary Boulder, and this bookish fellow is Coltonet. Though we remain largely unproven as adventurers, we have taken it upon ourselves to instruct the Doman younglings in the arts of combat.
I told you, Mr. Boulder, we're not younglings anymore. We are adventurers. And we were just asking Mr. Bayan if he could give us some special training. I think we're ready to hunt monsters alongside him, don't you?
Well, you've certainly been diligent with your drills, but I'm afraid the fiends of Mordona are still ever so slightly too dangerous for you. I have a counter-proposal. What if I were to cross swords with Bayan? A demonstration of skill at arms, if you will. Hoary, if I didn't know you better, and I do, I'd say you were merely seeking to test yourself against a legend. Well, mayhaps I am, but what matters the motive when the children stand to learn so much from the lesson? What say you, Bayan? Would you consent to spar with me? What the hell? I could use some frickin' target practice.
Hurrah! We're to have a tournament! Come on, everyone. We must prepare our gear for an outing.
And there go the kids. Do try not to disappoint them, Have faith, Coltonet. I shall summon every last ounce of my strength to make of this a worthy contest. The fields to the east of town should prove suitable for our purpose. I very much look forward to our bout. Well, this is gonna be fun. Though I will need to abandon the party most likely. But
yeah, you will. If you're going after the two for the children, yeah, you do.
Yeah, so I gotta do
first. It's a separate event.
So first I need to do leave, and then... Oh, the command And withdraw does not exist. Ah, well, we can keep Tenchi on for a little bit longer. Slash... Oh wait, there is no slash withdraw. That's right, I just did that already. Alright, here we go. Nope, not Yozan. Here we go. 'Twas good of you to agree to this, Bayan. I trust you are ready to begin? Yeah, I'm ready. Even though I'm getting nerfed. Very well. Let us not keep the younglings waiting any longer.
Final it loads.
Hey, Kevin! Ahem. Hori, are you certain you wish to fight him alone? That is Bayan you face. What better way to test my mettle? Pray allow me to attempt the first round unaided. After all, 'twas this hero's legend that led me to join the Scions to begin with. Without Bayan to inspire my efforts, I would not be half the warrior I am today. Your point is well made, but remember, this is for the children's sake as well as your own. Should it appear the contest will end too swiftly, I shall add my spells to your blade work. Hello, you haven't begun yet, have you? Looks like everybody's joining up. Ida! What? Who are all these people?
When I heard about your sparring match, I told everyone I could find. Thought you could use a crowd to cheer you
Been out
on.
watching fireworks with the grumpy as F2-year-old.
Yes, and there are still more to come. When I mentioned Bayan's name, the reaction was quite enthusiastic. Why, my known popularity seems but a sickly shade in comparison. You'd best claim victory, bringer of light. Your burgeoning reputation is at stake.
Well, our teacher won't be beaten so easily. He's a master swordsman. You can win, Mr. Balder.
We shall soon see. On your guard!
Okay, I already hate that smirk.
Day and night I've honed my skills. Now comes the time to test them.
This was so much harder when I was a monk.
Ugh, such power. The tails barely do you justice.
Mr. Balder won't lose, will he? It's not over yet. It can't be.
Aye, the children have the right of it.
'Tis time I joined the fray. On your feet, Hori.
I did that as a black mage.
At least it gave me time to recharge my cooldowns.
I must admit defeat. 'Twas an honor and a privilege.
And once again.
Oh no! He looks hurt! Mr. Bayan is so strong, but you can't give up, Mr. Balder.
Can't disappoint the younglings. Ugh! Never have I faced such strength, but the lesson must continue. 'Tis your example I follow.
Surrender not to the implacable foe! And he's down, folks. Who's the man? Who's the man? Who's the man? Who's the man? Suck it. You have bested me. I yield. That was incredible! He beat them both at the same time! I knew you couldn't lose, Bayan. None can defeat the Guardian of Eorzea.
Now I see why they send you to deal with the primals. I've much work to do if I'm ever to attempt the same.
It also doesn't hurt that I'm Heidel's servant.
Impressive as always, Bayan. 'Tis ever the pleasure to witness the spectacle of your martial prowess. And judging by the smiles on these many faces, they too appreciate the hard-won strength that keeps the perils of the realm at bay. Guardian of Eorzea. Yes, that is a most fitting title. Do you recall when we first met? 'Twas at the memorial service for the Battle of Alphinaud. At the time, I was yet attempting to understand this land of Eorzea. I sought to grasp the reason why grandfather willingly sacrificed himself to protect it. I shall speak plainly. My initial impressions were less than favorable. Dire problems abounded, and yet the effort I saw expended towards that solution was haphazard and half-hearted. I thought Eorzeans a foolish and childish people. Considering the shambles their home was in, I would not have been surprised if some had chosen to swear allegiance to Gaius and the order he proposed to enforce. The Legatus' single-minded military invasion precluded any such switching of loyalties, of course. Were it not for a desire to continue grandfather's legacy, I would have abandoned the realm to its fate long ago. The threats were too many, the nations too self-involved and unsustainable. 'Twas you who convinced me the salvation of Eorzea was possible. 'Twas you who taught me through countless acts of bravery that what my grandsire fought to preserve was not the land, nor its history, nor any single nation. It was the people. These wonderful, often infuriating, stubborn people that suffer blow after terrible blow, only to drag themselves back to their feet to face another day. Though he never put such feelings into words, I believe grandfather's admiration for this inextinguishable courage grew into a fervent wish. A wish to aid Eorzea and its inhabitants in charting a course for the future. A wish that has now become my own. I, too, will endeavor to take up the mantle of Guardian of Eorzea and champion these people who toil towards a better world. Our cause, however, is not a simple one. The troubles that plague us are of a scale that cannot be solved by the Scions of the Seventh Dawn alone. No. What is needed to tackle the root of the primal threat and effectively counter the schemes of the Ascians is a new, expanded organization that operates beyond the limitations of nations and borders. If you would aid me in building such an organization, then pray, let us continue this discussion back within the walls of the Rising Stones.
And in reply to Kevin's earlier comment and about him watching fireworks with a grumpy as fuck 2-year-old, well, now you're watching a live stream gameplay with a grumpy as fuck 26-year-old. So, not much different.
You're also listening. You're also with a slightly amused 31-year-old, so there's that.
Fair enough. Wait, you're 31?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, sound younger.
Laughing.
Everyone keeps on telling me that.
You really do. Alright, let's see what frickin' Alphinaud has to say.
I'm 3-4.
Thank you for coming, Bayan. The world shifts and alters, and we, my friend, must ever be one step ahead of the chaos. What I propose is the formation of a new organization, a group that shall pave the way for a truly united Eorzea. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Pray, forgive me if I tread over old ground, but I would first speak of the grand plan. Since the advent of the 7th astral era, the leaders of the 3 nations have been deliberating over an accord that seeks to bring the disparate forces of Eorzea together into a single entity. A realm-wide grand company, if you will. The military might of such an institution would be drawn from every corner of the land and directed against threats that no single nation could hope to overcome alone. Yet while the purpose of this hypothetical organization is undisputed, the logistics of its formation have become the source of endless debate. And the longer these discussions continue, the more I sense the impetuous towards unification draining I pronounced that wrong. The impetus towards unification draining away. Thus, I have been campaigning for the creation of what might be considered a trial company. It will be on a much smaller scale than what we hope to eventually achieve, but capable of the same manner of unrestricted operation accorded to the Scions. 'Tis my hope that a successful utilization of such a force will lend momentum to the lagging deliberations. Also, being a primarily military outfit, I mean to assuage fears of its misuse by placing the fledgling organization under the authority of the antecedent. The Scions work tirelessly to protect Eorzea and its people. But as you yourself have witnessed with the refugee revolt, there are limitations to what even we can achieve. With this new company under the Scion's command, however, we will be capable of responding to a wider range of difficulties without straining our resources or overtaxing your formidable talents. The goals of my proposed organization and those of the Scions are ultimately identical, a point conceded by all concerned. But before I can move forward with establishing this precursor to the true border-spanning grand company, 'tis yet necessary that I visit the 3 leaders and gain their official approval. A tiresome and time-consuming task, which is why I would ask that you accompany me on the journey, and attend to the business of recruiting our inaugural members while I am otherwise engaged with bureaucratic formalities. Thank you. 'Tis reassuring indeed to know that the Bringer of Light and his discerning eye will be selecting our future allies. Our first destination will be Limsa Laminsa. Let us rendezvous at Bulwark Hall. Bulwark Hall. Alright, let's see. Ah, there you are. I am ready to ascend to the bridge and speak with Admiral Bluffersman. I can never pronounce the Admiral's name correctly. While the Admiral and I are finalizing permissory boundaries and signing parchments, I would have you begin the recruitment process in earnest. I have, of course, endeavored to spread the word of our organization through various channels, but I believe a personal approach will reach many who may otherwise remain ignorant of the opportunity. As for potential members, 'tis of no matter should they already be pledged to another institution, only that they are willing to lend their strength when the situation demands it. And you needn't range into the countryside. The upper decks alone are populated with sufficient candidates to suit our purpose. Once you are satisfied with your recruiting efforts, meet me at the airship ticket counter that we might prepare for the next leg of our journey. Alright, let's go to the upper decks then. Well, I can get more aetherites on the way.
That's good.
Or at least I can get the one for the Bismarck and the Coral Tower at the very least. Oh, we gotta talk to Guildmaster Hananza. A precursor to a United Eorzean Grand Company? Well, I do admire the scope of your ambition. My responsibilities here at Naldik and Vimelis keep me close to the forge. I have not the time to be traipsing hither and yon across the realm. Should you require my skills as an armorer, however, I might be able to be willing to accept some special commissions. Wow, we actually hit 6 viewers. What's this? A recompense officer? Oh, wow. Oh yeah, I haven't done any of the events on this character. Those will just be things that I won't be able to do. Eh? Who in the bloody hell do you think you're talking to, Drylander? I'm a pirate, not some sodden knight in shining plate. If you're looking for a self-righteous fob, try knocking on the dandy Carvaline's door. Well, that was... that was a bit much. Gotta run all over the goddamn realm for this frickin' shit. Well, if it ain't Bayan, I'd not forget an adventurer brave enough, or daft enough, to seek the shortcut into Titan's bedchamber. You remember old Rio, don't ye? Formerly of the Company of Heroes? 3 whistles at Bronze Lake? It ain't often I drag me ass out to Limsa for a drink, but I'm right glad I did. How fare ye these days? You're looking to put together a new crew? Top tier work? Ha! Sounds like a right lark it does. Alrighty lad, count me in. The heroes may have gone their separate ways, but I ain't ready to climb into me grave just yet. Well, that's good. I should have gotten all the city-state aetherites beforehand a long time ago. But, you know, I was too busy worrying about storyline and being lazy.
It made it easier to travel.
Yeah. But, of course, I've only got 2 more to collect, so... So first I will take a side trip to the Bismarck to grab the Aethernet shard here. And now I have Aethernet access to the Culinarians Guild.
Nice.
Alright, if I didn't know any better, I'd say, yep. An organization with the freedom to operate with territorial impunity. I must say your proposal intrigues me. But the Krakens well know that there is a time to act and a time to watch. And I'm afraid this trial company of yours falls into the latter category. Wow, this new update is pretty nice. Especially with the shine on the frickin', on the metal. And now I have Aethernet access to the Marauders Guild. Oh, we're going with Commodore Rainer? Really? Master Alphinaud's new organization. Yes, I had heard of the formation of this trial company was in the offing. 'Tis with regret, however, that I must decline your invitation. As a commander of the Yellow Jackets, the protection of Limsa Laminsa must needs receive my full attention. Well, I saw that fucking coming. Alright, back to the aft castle. Oh, and I fucked up already.
Fast.
Well, I went to the frickin' Aetherite Plaza instead of Aft Castle. Alright, up to the airship landing. There he is. Bayan, your recruiting went well, I trust. I am curious as to how my proposal was received by the rough and ready folk of Limsa Laminsa. Ah, a member of the legendary company of heroes indicated his interest. Astonishing. I knew enlisting your aid was the right choice. Few could boast the acquaintance of such an elusive character. I, too, was successful in my task. The Admiral consented to sign all the documents requiring her approval. I can only hope that my visit with the Elder Seedseer proceeds as smoothly. Pray, continue on to Credania at your own pace. I shall await your arrival at Nofika's altar. Yeah, we might as well just take the damn airship. Might as well give ourselves a rest for a bit. I miss the good old days when they used to actually have the real names of the places and not just Conjurer's Guild or Botanist Guild or all shit like that. You actually had to learn the lore of the land.
That was a little bit better.
My audience with the Elder Seedseer is due to commence momentarily. I would be grateful if you would once more see to the task of recruitment here in Gridania. After you deem the well of potential candidates has run dry, let us rendezvous at the airship ticket counter as before. Alright, let's see what we got here. We'll start at Miketo's Amphitheater. Alright, let's see who we can recruit here. Here's one. Oh gods, can it truly be you? By what fickle fortune must the first face I see upon my release be yours? Eh? Could it be that you don't remember me? It is I, Laurentius, the man whose crimes you exposed, as a whaler and a regular patron at Buscaron's. Yes, now I remember. Well, of course you do. I was beginning to wonder if that gall had changed me more than I had realized. Not that I have any particular wish to be recognized after my shameful conduct. The less said of my past, the better, I suppose. And what of you, adventurer? What business brings you to this part of Gridania? Recruiting, eh? And what is your policy on reformed convicts? As matters stand, the wood whalers will have naught more to do with me. This may just be the second chance I was looking for. Revenant's toll, you say? I shall leave at once. You shall not regret this, I promise you. I'm a changed man. Yeah, well, we'll see about that. Alright, looks like we're headed towards Apkaloo Falls for the next couple of areas. Oh! Grandfather, you must call it a day. Let's return to the guild and rest ere your tormented back gives up on you for good. I'm terribly sorry, we were just... Oh, Bayan, isn't it? It has been some time since our paths crossed outside of Copperbell Mines. Why, you were barely more than a novice adventurer then, but look how far you've come. Mother Mione tells me 'twas you who felled the fearsome black wolf. And now you seek stout-hearted souls to fill the ranks of a new order. Well, your cause is undoubtedly just, and my old companion here would be much relieved to see me in good hands. Yes, I'll do it. 'Tis the very thing I've spent my entire adventuring career working towards. I shall join your company just as soon as I've seen an Isildur safely home. Sweet. There's one more person back here to recruit. Oh, of course, Usundel.
You would offer this old man a place in your company of champions? I am both puzzled and honored by your invitation. Pray forgive me, young master, but I cannot accept. I have sworn to abide here for whatever scant years remain to me, and bear responsibility for the evils my lady has wrought upon this land.
Well, that's a damn shame. Alright, off to near the Lancers Guild. Yeah, I've already attuned to that one, so let's see.
'Tis not often a guild officer such as myself gets recruited, and this company of yours certainly sounds to have some promise, but its duties appear less than focused. I must refuse your invitation until such time as your organization is more organized.
What's that?
Sounds like starting free company membership requests.
Yeah, right? See, that's why I always do frickin' personal appearances. Oh, that can is tapped. Alright, back to the airship landing. Good thing we can cut through and don't have to go around certain places. What news, Bayan? For my part, the Elder Seedseer was most amenable to our requirements. A former wood whaler and a seasoned adventurer? Our company will not lack for variety, that much is certain. An interesting harvest indeed. Shall we strike into Ul'dah whilst the iron is hot? Let us meet at the Royal Promenade and endeavor to conclude our remaining business. Our journey draws to a close. Alright, off to Ul'dah. And we're back in Ul'dah, where the local temperature is a balmy 89 degrees and frickin' it's overcast. Alright, off to the Royal Promenade. We haven't talked to Genlands in a while. Alright. Ul'dah, the gilded city where one's fortune defines one's worth. I hope some manner of fortune is with us, and that this final leg proves as successful as the previous two. Might I suggest descending to the lower level before beginning your recruitment efforts? I do not think the Sultana will take kindly to us poaching from a personal guard. Let us meet back here at the promenade when our respective tasks are complete. Good hunting, Bayan. Alright, I need to take a quick break to take out the trash because, God forbid, people leave me alone and let me do this and then take out the trash. I'll be back in a few minutes. Crowsnick out.